Hey, this is Chuck Billy from Testament, and I'm blowing it up.
I'm blowing it up.
Blowing up
on Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos TV.
Austin, is it Austin Archie? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you are the drummer of Lorna Shore. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
And you've been in the band since 2012. A decade, practically, right? And at what point in the band did you think, did it become clear that you guys would make somewhat of a career at this?
I mean, when I joined band, it was a touring band. I was told, if I wanted to be a part of the Lorna Shore, family, that I would have to be ready for all those things. I mean, the band's just always been more about business and less about, it's not like a friendship, hey, we're all friends type band. It's more so, if you're a serious musician, this is the place to be.
And I imagine you probably have to sacrifice a lot, and you still probably do sacrifice a lot for this passion of yours.
Constantly. I mean, I dropped out of high school to start touring, so that's not really I'm not gonna act like that was a hard choice to make, but I definitely I had to take a few extra steps in life to get my high school degree and all that and such years on down the line.
And what do you have on the side? I guess it's important for all musicians to have at least something on the side. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean I do photo and video work. And a lot of playthroughs for my other musician friends to help them get good content. And then, I mean, I really just like to, I dedicate a lot of time to the band and playing drums and being better at my craft. So I try to keep that as my main priority, and then everything else to kind of fit into my schedule accordingly, when I have the time.
Are you using Apple products or PC product?
I have both. I have a PC laptop and I have a Mac Mini desktop.
What's new in video editing for you as far as platform?
I mean, it's really just gear. I mean, I use Premiere Pro that just, constantly gets updated, but, I switched over to a 4K Lumix, a GH5, more of a video camera. So focusing more on video work, less photography, but, it still shoots great photos, but it's definitely a powerhouse when it comes to shooting videos at home. Can definitely get really good quality.
Yeah, it's pretty neat how the DSLRs are technically just so awesome video.
It's a movie maker, for $2,000 rather than spending, tens of thousands of dollars on, all these big things. And for me, I just, I don't need that. I need something I can just go around and bring on tour and, not be too worried about it getting ruined if the day came. And
you have a new album? No, it's not a new album. You have a new EP coming up in August. Is that right?
Yes. August 13th. It'll be released to the world, and then we can worry about what's next after that. But for now, that's definitely. I'm very excited for that. Definitely been holding on to that for. By the time it'll be out, it'll be almost a year since we recorded it. So we're ready. We're ready to do some new things.
So, and the EP is pretty much a standalone product. It's not like part of an album that will be coming out. We'll be following it, right? The album following it will be a separate entity.
Yeah, all new songs, new artwork, new concepts, all that stuff.
Is the EP sort of a closure of the previous Lorna Shore? Or?
I'd say it works in both ways. There's a bit of a closure as far as just, we're trying to move on from, the bad headlines and, all the drama and, vocalists coming in and out. I think this is finally, it's a bit of a close as far as I think this is the last time we'll have to put our fan base through this. So, from here it does start the new chapter. I would say the full length will definitely be a new chapter in the band's, a lot of things as far as just music and, how we are taking this, seriously from here on. As far as, we've always taken it seriously, but now we're at a whole different level, and, there's just a lot riding on our career, and personal battles are definitely a big part of the band. I think from here on, maybe it can be a little bit easier on us.
Are you finding the fans and the scene, in particular, to be somewhat forgiving?
Oh, I mean, I think we definitely made it out luckier than a lot of bands. I mean, luckily, we do, we're people, and at least throughout the years, people have gotten to go. And, I think people care about us as people in the band, not just as, we put out good music. So that's definitely a good, I'm very thankful that, people do take an interest in our personal lives. So when all that went down, people didn't want to see myself and Adam be dragged under. So I'm just, and Andrew at the time, Andrew wasn't a part of Immortal writing it, but he toured for that record. So, he was as much a part of it as us. So I'm just glad that our fans are welcoming of a new vocalist, and, they can, hey, it's something new. You could listen to the band, listen to different time periods, different vocalists, and, you can pick what you want to support and enjoy. As long as you enjoy a part of LORNA, sure, that's fine with me. You don't have to like the new stuff. You can still like the old stuff, and you don't have to tell me, hey, you're never going to be, just enjoy it and let us carry on and be a band.
And you'll always be playing loads of the old stuff live, right?
To be honest, I think that's the part of the closing and the opening. I think from this day forward, I think the shows we have coming up, we'll be playing, a song or two off Flesh Coffin, which is, 2 vocalists to go. But after this tour, and then hopefully after we have a lot of new material, we'll have enough for a full set of, Will's songs and Will's stuff that he's been a part of. So, Immortal, we'll always play Immortal, the title track, we'll play the singles, we'll mix in some of the other songs, sprinkle it in here and there. But, before Immortal, we're not going to be playing anything off of any of that older stuff much in the future, unless we do, certain, sure, we highlight that time period in the band's career and whatnot. But definitely want to move on past all that and, have new material with the new vocalist and have him sing his songs, and hopefully those songs will become more popular than the older songs, and they'll want to hear that more. It seems to be the case.
That's exciting to step in a new direction with it's an exciting thing to your vision going forward.
Yeah, it just carries on, and Immortal, we couldn't tour off it, but it's a bit of a blessing. That went from really touring and just having Will just be a glorified cover band for us and playing someone else's songs. So I think it's way more authentic to see us playing songs that he's a part of, and getting a feel for what he has to offer the band, and this is what the last guy did, and I'm just going to do my best job at that.
And let's talk about Will. It's Will, right? Will Ramos.
Yep.
What kind of hell have you put him through to become a member of the band? Is there an initiation, or has he had to drink some foul substances, or?
Yeah, we make a little punch that every vocalist has to drink, and I don't know. We had a doctor mix up a little bit, but it didn't work with the last guy. So, honestly, it really was just a test of it was nothing outside of him just having to do his job well. We didn't really force him to, go through any trials. It was just, hey, come fill in on this tour in Europe, and let's see how it goes. And he stepped up and did that, and then we came home, and coronavirus happened, and really from there, he works on his craft constantly. So it's really not pulling teeth asking him to practice and explore his voice and sound like other people we've had in the past. That just seem just more like they do their job well, but that's about it. There's no evolution, there's no progression. So between the time of even just going to Europe and then us recording these songs, he became way more sculpted to the band sound just by hanging out with us and understanding the bands we like. So it's really, I could honestly say it was the most natural, fit to just tell him to join the band, because I mean, he just worked so hard for the band. I feel like he deserved it. There's no point. I was like, let's give this guy a shot, see what happens. It's like, no, this is the guy, and it's ultimately up to him if he wants to, sign up to be in a band, because it's a lot of sacrifices, so I'm not so quick to be like, hey, you did this, now it's time to join the band. It's like, is this what you want? Because this is the future that we have, planned for the band, and it's a long road. So I'm glad that someone's dedicated enough to, I don't have to question that, and
Where do you turn to, or what gets you through the dark and difficult times? Obviously, your band has had more than its fair share of trials and traumas.
Yeah, I mean, the fans keep us, uplifted, creating new music, having things to look forward to as far as just, the releasing of music and that whole artistic outlet of, getting album art, song names, all that stuff really helps. And then aside from that, I mean, people can say working out, but I hate working out. It doesn't make me feel as good as everyone says in the magazines. But it's just having, the goals really that just keeps me going. Corona was very hard to stay motivated, but we made lemonade out of lemons and got an EP, and things are starting to look better. And
yeah, I've been to a couple of pop-up shows, and actually went to a normal show at a venue in Santa Rosa. You've been able to get out and see. Have you been able to get out and do anything? You're in New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, things are opening up the last few weeks. I went to like a outside backyard show 2 weeks ago with some of my friends that are in an indie rock band called Regrown. But other than that, I haven't seen live music yet. No, I have a few tickets to go see some things later in the year. If things pan out, I'll go. But yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm excited for our show for the most part. I definitely want to go to a few shows before that, because it's going to be pretty weird to have the first show be just I'm the one hosting the event and source of entertainment that night. I'd rather go see how everyone else is holding up and get inspired. So yeah, there's a few things coming up in the next couple months, that I'll go check out. And it's been a Debbie Downer, but I think in a weird way of just, fucked up thinking of looking on the brighter side of things. I mean, I needed it. I know a lot of people, figured out a lot of things in their life. A lot of things became a priority that weren't, as far as like personal health for me, and just, having a bit of a home life outside of being, so drowned in music and just wanting to, think about my band and what's the next move. It gets to be a lot. So the time definitely put things into perspective. So I feel it's like a whole new beginning. It almost feels like we just started as a band and we're about to go embark on our first opportunities, with this news.
Do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with anybody that might be listening to this?
Yeah, just, go check out Lorna Shore, support Capital Chaos TV, and, without outlets like this, you can't hear my beautiful voice and tell me to go, pre-order the EP, and I Return to Nothingness. It'll be out August 13th.